Okay, back again. This is part 2 for the opening of the box. We have our next 9 packs ready to go. And you'll notice I have a hole here in my layout. I still have not received a single red, rare, or mythic. That's what this slot is reserved for. We'll see what we can do about that. Although, I guess honestly I don't play red very much, so maybe that's not such a good thing. Okay, here we go. First pack in this setup. The normal land, we have a throwaway card, and well, what do you know? Did I call it or what? I needed that mythic or rare for the red slot. We have the Chandra for this one, Chandra the Firebrand. I will definitely always take a Planeswalker. Okay then, I guess I should just call what I want every time, and that would work out fantastic. Let's see, Rise from the Grave at uncommon, our Veilborn Ghoul, and a War Priest of Thune, which we've seen a couple times already. Moving on to the next pack. Let's see here. Ooh, we got another foil, another shiny. It's just a common, but still it's pretty cool. Divine Favor. Put that over in our pile there. Got our normal land. Got another one of these Drake tokens, which we've seen several cards that already generate that, so I guess that's good. Oh, okay, so the Lotus in this set, a Gilded Lotus. You know, in the pre-release I played against a guy who he was so happy he had this card, and he had been trying all night to actually get it out on the battlefield, and unsuccessfully. So every match, you know, he'd either not get it in his hand, or he'd get it in his hand and, you know, didn't get enough mana to get it out, or it was countered, or whatever. Well, anyway, so I got to the match where I played him, and he finally got it on the board, which, by the way, it costs 5, and then you tap it, and you get 3 mana of any one color to your mana pool. So he got it out on the board, he was able to tap it and use the mana one time, and then I can't remember the card, but it's the one where you can cast it and then a target artifact or creature does not untap. So basically he got it on the board, tapped it once to use the 3 mana, and then I locked it so that he could never untap it and then never get any more mana and never get any more use out of it. So he was not too happy about that, but it was really late at night by this point. This was one of the midnight pre-releases, so you know, this was probably 3 in the morning or something, and he was a little delirious anyway, but I thought that was a pretty interesting scenario. Okay, uncommon, Primal Clay. That's that artifact thing that can be whatever you want it to be. Good old Acidic Slime again. Good staple card. Duskmantle Prowler. Let's see, what's the deal with this one? It's 3 and a black. It's a 2/2 haste and exalted. That could be useful. Vampire Rogue, by the way. Okay. Moving on. Okay, I guess I should start calling these. What do I want? I gotta think what's in this set. I know there's some other mythics that are really good and some rares, but I'm kind of blanking on them. Zombie token. What do we got? Firewing Phoenix is the rare. So this is 3 and a red. It's a 4/2 flyer, and then it doesn't have haste. That's too bad. And then you can pay 1 plus 3 red to return it from the graveyard to your hand. Nah, I don't know. Compared to some of the other Phoenixes, that doesn't sound so hot, but could still be good. Flames of the Firebrand. One of the sorcery deal damage. You can split it up type of deals. 1 in a blue for this Augur of Bolas. It's one of the Merfolk guys. Okay, and hey, there's back to those knights that I like so much. So the black one again, Knight of Infamy. I will definitely take that. I like those guys. Okay, moving on. Let's see what we can get here. No, it's normal land back there. Oh, hey, my token is a cool one. It's the emblem that you get from Liliana. So, which, by the way, during my pre-release, since I got horrible cards for the actual sealed component of it, and I think I mentioned this in one of the other videos, but because I won some prize packs, I actually did get a Liliana in one of my prize packs. So I can use this emblem at some point. Well, here we go, another of the rare lands, Drowned Catacomb. You know, I remember a while ago, maybe it was the M12 version of this, or a couple sets ago, whatever, I was really wanting these. I was playing a blue-black deck, and for the life of me, I could not get these. I think I had one, and I kept trying to trade people for them, and I didn't, because they were going for like, I don't know, $10 or something, and I really didn't want to pay that. And anyway, so I'll gladly take that. That's, again, those lands are good for a long time. Let's see, Cleaver Riot. This is, okay, gives your creatures double strike. Unfortunately, though, it's sorcery speed. It'd be a lot better if you could play this as an instant to, you know, a little combat trick. But this, obviously, you have to cast it beforehand, and they see it coming. Not nearly as cool. Okay, Public Execution for black, and then this Arctic Haven for blue. Okay. Moving on. Let's see what we can get here. Normal land and junk, and ooh, we got, okay. This is a very interesting card, but I don't know how practical it's going to be. Maybe you could construct a deck that you could actually cast this thing, but anyway, and I'm always confused. Is it omniscience or omniscience, or I'm not sure. Whatever. This thing is nuts, right? So 7 plus 3 blue, so 10 mana to cast. I mean, you know, when does that happen? I suppose in Commander or something, but certainly not in normal games usually. But so what do you get for 10 mana? Well, what you get is you may cast non-land cards from your hand without paying their mana cost. So basically, as fast as you can draw cards, you can just play them out there. Because at that point, it says you can't play non-land, or it's only non-land cards that you can do. Well, hell, if you cast this for 10, you clearly have a lot of mana sources already out there. So, yeah, maybe Commander, you end up with tons of mana floating around in those games, and you have all kinds of stuff you'd want to cast, and you have ways of card draw and everything else. I suppose that could be pretty cool. Okay, let's see, Uncommon Fungal Sprouting. Or you generate a bunch of the Saproling tokens, and here's another one of these rings. This is a ring of Zathrid. This is the black one. So its extra ability is you pay 2 and regenerate the equipped creature. And Garrick's Pack Leader. What's this? 4 and a green, the 4/4. When another creature enters, whenever another creature with power 3 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. Okay, I was hoping it was maybe any creature, but it has to be under your control. And the rest that common. Let's take a look here. Have our land, soldier token, and face reward. Return to the battlefield all permanent cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. I don't know about these cards that has to be this turn. I suppose you could plan for that, but it doesn't seem, in general, to be very useful. Courtly Provocateur, we had that one earlier. And Phyrexian Hulk. So Phyrexians are still around, apparently. And Torch Fiend, which we had before as well. Whoops. I want to make a mess already of my stuff. I haven't even had a chance to get my system rocking here. Okay, on to the next pack. Let's see here. Ooh, shiny again. It's that uncommon this time. It's one of those rings, actually. Let's see the shiny there. This one is white. So the extra ability is the equipped creature has vigilance. Not too bad. There's the plains. There's the throwaway. And for our rare, Yeva, Nature's Herald. So this is the legendary creature in green. So I was saying before how there's legendary creature in each of the colors. This is the one for green. It's an elf shaman, which I do actually have an elf deck, so this will probably go in there. It has flash, so it costs 2 colorless, 2 green, flash. It's a 4/4, and you may cast green creature cards as though they had flash. So not only does this thing itself have flash, but all the rest of your green creatures then gain flash. Which, in an elf deck, since you have a whole ton of them, that could be really nice. Okay, at the uncommons, Clock of Omens, Torment's Crypt, we've already seen these, and this Furnace Whelp, we've seen that as well. Okay. Let's see, I have this pack and one more after it, so we're getting down there from this batch of 9. Normal Swamp. We have a cat token. It's kind of interesting art there. And let's see. Ground Seal. 1 in green. Enchantment. When Ground Seal enters the battlefield, draw a card. Cards in graveyards can't be the targets of spells or abilities. Okay. Well, could be useful against certain decks, that's for sure. Let's see. Uncommon Prized Elephant. Looks like this should be played in a white-green deck. And that gem, we had that before. And this War Priest of Thum, we've had him a whole bunch of times already. Okay, last pack in this group of 9. Let's see what we can do. Let's hope for something good. Got a Plains, got our junk, and boom. Ugh, really? You know, so I got one of these in the pre-release. What a waste of a rare, this Door to Nothingness. Now, I mean, I realize you could go crazy and build a deck around this specifically, but, you know, so it costs 5. It enters the battlefield tap, but then the next turn it untaps. You have to pay 2 of every color in the rainbow. So, you know, rainbow times 2, and then tap it, you sack this thing, and then target player loses the game. Okay, so yeah, obviously a fantastic ability that you just instantly make someone lose, but realistically, I don't know about that. Okay, Jace's Phantasm, uncommon, illusion creature 1/1 for 1 blue. And oh, this thing gets +4/+4 as long as as long as opponent has 10 or more cards in his or her graveyard. So may be useful, and it's illusion. I suppose if you're still playing an illusion deck, maybe you could work that in. Black Cower and Fear, and white Angelic Benediction. Yep, we've seen that before as well. Okay, well, that is the end of the second set of 9 from the box. So the box is now starting to look sad. It's getting more down there. So we'll hope for some, give it kind of the magic wave here. Hope for some good stuff in the rest of these packs. See you later.